Let's start setting up, shall we?
Okay.
Dublin clearance delivery Lingus Lima India November 2901 ready to copy IFR clearance to Heathrow.
Lingus Lima India November 2901 is cleared to Heathrow Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 16 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 132.15 squawk tray 211.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes, you can start boarding.
Okay.
Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
ADIRS.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
Set.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Baro ref.
2992. Set.
2992. Set. Down to the line.
Below the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendants. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also review the safety instruction in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yep.
Thanks, let me know if you need anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello to you from the flight deck. This is the captain speaking. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you aboard our flight today. Lovely to have you with us and nice to see some of our frequent flyers as well. Just a note about our seatbelt policy. Whilst the signs are illuminated, please do ensure that your seatbelt is fastened. Once we get airborne, I do anticipate we'll be able to turn the seatbelt sign off, at which point you'll be free to get up and move about the cabin. However, we would advise that whilst you are seated, you keep the seatbelt fastened and visible just in case of any unexpected lumps and bumps. Have an excellent cabin crew team on board with us today. They shortly will be showing you a video briefing you on the safety features and procedures for this Airbus aircraft. Would ask that even if you are a frequent flyer, you do pay close attention to that briefing, as every aircraft is slightly different. Thanks very much once again. I'll leave you in peace for now and hand you over to the cabin crew for that demonstration, and we'll be on our way very shortly. Thank you. Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back. You are cleared behind A. Start your engines at your discretion.
Starting engine 2. Starting engine 1.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. This is your purser speaking.
Pushback complete.
Please direct
Set
your
parking
attention
brakes,
to the
please.
cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction
Parking
card in
brakes
your
set.
seat pocket that
Roger.
illustrates
Okay,
the
the
safety
tow bar is
equipment on board
disconnected
this
and the
aircraft.
equipment is clear. We will see you on the right with
Regulations
the pin.
require compliance
Thanks,
with
and
this
you can
information
disconnect
as
and
well
go
as
to hand
all
signals.
crew instructions,
Thanks. Have a good flight.
provided
See you later.
information signs and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the nearest exit to you and note that the nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen mask
After start
will appear.
checklist.
Remain seated with your seatbelt
Anti-ice.
fastened
Set.
and pull a
Ecam
mask towards you
status.
to start
Checked.
the flow of
Pitch trim.
oxygen.
26%
Oxygen will
set.
be flowing to
Rudder
the mask
trim.
even though
0.
the bag may
After
not
start
inflate.
checklist complete.
Cover your nose and mouth with a mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the ends. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your life jacket is located under your seat.
Flight
Tighten the
control
straps,
check.
and once outside the aircraft, pull on the tabs to inflate your jacket. If the jacket fails to inflate, use the tube placed near the neck. Your jacket is equipped with a light that will automatically illuminate in water. This is a non-smoking flight.
Dublin
Smoking
ground,
is
Lingus
not
Lima,
permitted
India,
in the
November
cabin
29
or in
01
the
with
lavatory.
Yankee ready to taxi
Cabin
highway
lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located over your head. Thank you very much for your attention.
Using taxiway Alpha Tango 4 Foxtrot. Oscar Uniform Tango Echo Romeo November 4. Contact tower on 118.6 when ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board and thank you for flying with Aer Lingus. This video will show you the safety features of this aircraft, an Airbus A330. Your crew are trained to deal with all matters relating to safety, so please pay close attention now.
On boarding, your hand luggage should be stowed in the overhead lockers or placed well under the seat in front of you. Please be careful when opening the overhead lockers and particularly when removing objects from them. If you're seated in our business class cabin, your baggage and personal items must only be stowed in the overhead lockers. Your seatbelt should be fastened at all times when seated and when the fasten seatbelt sign is illuminated. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle, then pull on the loose end of the strap until the belt is tight around your waist. To open the belt, lift the buckle cover, which should be facing away from you. We would advise you to keep your seatbelt securely fastened at all times. If you wish to sleep during this flight, fasten your seatbelt over your blanket, ensuring it is visible so we do not disturb you. Please now check that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If instructed by the cabin crew, adopt the following heads down position for maximum protection. Pull your seatbelt tight. Push forward the seat back in front of you. Put your feet together, flat on the floor, with your heels back as far as possible. Bend forward until your chest touches your knees, or your head rests on the seat back in front of you. Put one hand flat on top of the other, on top of your head. Do not interlock your fingers. Press your elbows in tight against your face and knees. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. These exits are clearly marked by red and white exit signs. Your cabin crew are pointing out the exits closest to you now. Please bear in mind that the exit nearest to you may be behind you. Floor-level pathway lighting on both sides of the aisle will guide you to the exit in poor visibility. It is important to keep all exits clear of hand baggage for takeoff and for landing. The doors are opened by pulling the handle up. The door then opens out and forward. Escape slides will automatically deploy when the door is opened. If the slide fails to deploy, pull on the red handle to inflate it. Leave the aircraft by folding your arms across your chest and jumping onto the slide in a sitting position. In the unlikely event of landing on water, each escape slide can be used as a raft. To board the raft, walk in, keep low, and follow the instructions of your cabin crew. Your life jacket can be found in a package under your seat or between the seats at floor level in the business class cabin. To use this, you should pull on the tearaway tab, remove the life jacket from the packaging,
Before takeoff, checklist.
Place it
Flight
over your
controls.
head.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flat setting.
Set.
Set. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
V1 130, VR 140, V2 150,
V1 130, VR 140, V2 150, ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff. Flight attendants, please take your seats. Cross check complete, cabin secure.
Below the line.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Packs.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Dublin Tower airbound, 101,614 miles, north inbound 14.
Ready?
Ready.
Takeoff.
Airfront 1016 Dublin Tower. Cleared VLR DME, runway 16 approach. Altimeter 29.9, 2 wind 275 at 20. Runway 16 approach, airbound 1016.
Mantoga, SRS, runway, auto thrust blue.
Check. 100 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate.
November 2901 is climbing through 2,000 feet for 13,000 feet.
Gear up.
November 2901, 1 Shannon Center, continuous.
Gear up.
Altimeter 29.902.
Flaps 0.
Manchester Center, Lingus Lima, India, November 2901 is climbing through flight level 190 for flight level 200.
Lingus Lima, India, November 2901, Manchester Center, continue to navigate as planned. Lingus Lima, India, November 2901, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300 in November 2901.
Ladies and gentlemen, once we have reached a comfortable cruising altitude, the flight attendants will be moving through the cabin to offer you each a beverage of your choice.
Set standard.
Standard, cross-checked, passing flight level 216. Now.
Check.
We would like to take this opportunity to welcome you aboard our flight, ladies and gentlemen. The captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating that we are now at cruising altitude. You are free to move about as necessary. However, we do ask that when you are seated, you keep your seatbelt comfortably fastened for your safety and that of those about you. We're expecting a smooth flight, so sit back, relax, and enjoy our hospitality.
You have control.
I have control.
Lingus Lima, India, November 2901, descent and maintain 7,000 feet, keep speed below 220 knots.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Keep speed below 220 knots. Lingus Lima, India, November 2901.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Baro ref.
2992 set.
2992 set. Minimum.
Set.
Set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, now well into our descent. Go faster, seatbelt signs have been switched on. So if you're moving around the cabin or using the washrooms at this time, we'd ask you now to return to your seats, ensuring any hand baggage you may have moved during the journey is placed either underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers. Your tray tables should be folded away, seat backs in the upright position, seatbelts securely fastened for landing. If you continue to use small handheld devices at this time, however, if you're using a laptop, these need to be placed into a seat pocket or overhead locker. We'd also ask you at this time to familiarise yourself with your nearest emergency exit.
Lingus Lima, India, November 2901, contact Heathrow approach on 127.525.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you're making a connecting flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or the video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll collect any off-service items, newspapers and any other items that you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices within all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position and check the security of your seatbelt. We'll be landing shortly. Thank you.
checked. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall be on the ground now very shortly. To now, could you have one final check that your seatbelts are securely fastened? Thank you.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked.
Flaps full.
Cabin crew, be seated for landing.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Lingus Lima, India, November 2901, you were 10 miles west of Heathrow. Contact Heathrow Tower on 118.705 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 118.705, Lingus Lima, India, November
Checked.
2901. Heathrow Tower, Lingus Lima, India, November 29019 miles west inbound ILS runway 9er, right approach.
Lingus Lima, India, November 2901, Heathrow Tower. Cleared ILS runway 9er, right approach. Altimeter 29.9er, 2 and 272 and 8.
Cleared ILS runway 9er, right approach. Lingus Lima, India, November 290.
Lingus Lima, India, November 2901, cleared to land. Wind 272 and 8.
Cleared to land runway 9er, right. Lingus Lima, India, November 2901.
Continue.
Heathrow Tower, American 9er, 710, ready to go runway 27 right ISR to Kennedy.
American 9er 710, cleared for takeoff runway 27 right.
Checked.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 right, American 9er, 710.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. $70 knots.
Lingus Lima, India, November 2901, turn next taxiway.
After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely. This will be your indication that it is safe to move around the cabin, gather your belongings and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and we hope to see you once again on a future flight. Thank you.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seat belts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Set.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
Secure the aircraft, please.
Okay.
Securing the aircraft checklist.
ADS.
Off.
Oxygen.
Off.
APU bleed.
Off.
Emergency exit light.
Off.
Signs.
Off.
APU and battery.
Off.
Securing the aircraft checklist complete.
Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open doors. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doors open. Please make your way to the exit and please make sure you have all your personal items and carrying luggage. We hope to see you again and thank you for flying with us.
Captain, all passengers have left the plane.